Hello everyone, my name is Teng jiaqi and I'm from the English Education Program. Today I would like to share my learning journey in the academic reading and writing course over past 12 weeks. This subject was quite new and challenges for me at first, but it becomes one of the most meaningful parts of my semester. The title of my presentation is Learning Outcomes of Academic Reading and Writing Reflection in English Education. I will take you through what I have learned from understanding academic articles to applying theories in practice and finally to writing full teaching research papers. This course really helped me to improve not only my academic reading and writing skills, but also my critical review and confidence in academic reading and writing. At the beginning of the course, I faced many challenges. As an English education manager, I knew that reading academic tests and writing teaching research papers were important. However, I struggled to understand almost articles related to education. They were full of too complex academic languages and teaching theories that I couldn't fully understand. Writing was also hard for me. Even though I had some teaching practice, I didn't know how to turn my classroom experience into an academic paper. My writing was messy, and I wasn't confident in using theories or organized ideas clearly. So I set two main goals. First, to improve my ability to read academic articles in English education. Second, to learn how to write well-structured and clear short research papers that connected to theories with teaching practice. As first 2 weeks, we focus on learning how to read academic articles related to English education. These articles often talk about students learn English, how teachers teach, or what methods work best in classroom. At first, I read very slowly. There were many difficult words and professional terms like second language questions or cognitive approach. I sometimes had to read the same paragraph again and again. I felt discouraged. But then I learned a strategy that helped me a lot. I started highlighting keywords and focus on the main topic of the article first. I would ask myself, what is this article really about? What is the main idea? After that, I worked through the details step by step. These methods made me reading much easier and helped me feel more confident. Now, I didn't feel afraid to academic articles anymore. In week 3 and week 4, we moved from reading and writing. We began learning how to write short research papers about English teaching. I choose topics based on real classroom problems I haven't seen, like how to help students improving their English writing or how to get students more involved in class. Having some teaching experience gave me real examples to write about, which was a big advantage. I learned to follow a clear structure. First, identify the problems, then find a series that explain it. Finally, suggest a teaching methods or active to solve it. This structure made me writing more local and easier to follow. Before this course, I often jumped from ideas to ideas in my writing. Now I know how to stay focused and connect theories with practice. This was my first step forward becoming a better writer. In weeks 5 and week 6, we learned how to evaluate academic research in English education. At first, I thought academic articles written by experts must always be correct, so I never questioned their methods or conclusions. But then I learned that even good research can have weakness. For example, one study used only one group of students from the same school. I realized that the resource might not apply to students in other schools. We also compared studies with different approach and checked whether their resource were consistent. If two studies on the same topic had opposite results, we had to think correctly. Why are they different? Was the sample size too small? Were the methods strong enough? So this practice helped me become more confident in writing research. In week 7 and week 8, we explored how to apply educational theories in real classroom solutions. This was very helpful because it showed me how theories and practice can work together. For example, I learned about interactive learning, which suggests that students learn better through group activities and discussions. Based on these ideas, I designed a classroom activity where students work in small groups to complete English tasks, such as role plays or group writing. This experience showed me that theories are not just for writing papers. They can help teachers improve their lessons and make learning more effectively. Before this, I thought theories were abstract and hard to use, but now I knew how to connect theories with classroom activities. This will help me in the future when I design the lesson plans and reflect on my teaching. In weeks 9 and weeks 10, we worked on writing complete teaching research reports. This was a big challenge for me because it involved more steps, but it also helped me improve a lot. For my report, I chose the topic using mind maps to help students improve their English writing. First, I identified the problems. Many students could not organize their ideas well in writing. Then I designed a small classroom experiment using mind maps, collected some feedback from students, and analyzed the results. The progress helped me understand the importance of planning research step by step. From the problems to the model to the conclusion, it also taught me to base my ideas on advice, not just option. Now I feel more prepared to do classroom-based research in the future, and I can look at problems, find possible solutions. In the final 2 weeks, we looked at the future of English education. We used the knowledge we gained in early weeks to make predictions about how teaching and learning might change. For example, we read articles about how knowledge can support English learning, such as using apps, AI, or visual. I learned how to analyze current research and use it to guess future trends in education. I also thought about what kind of teacher I want to be. I realized that being a good teacher is not just about knowing how to teach now, but also being open to changes and new ideas. This part of my course really inspiring me. It helps me see the big picture and understand how important it could keep learning and growing, not just for my own success, but also for my students. Now let's focus on week 13 and week 14. In week 13, we worked on combining our research paper drafts. We didn't just write, we had to talk about how to connect each part. I suggest adding a sentence between 2 sections, and my group not only agreed, but also added more ideas. That moment showed me that good teamwork means sharing ideas and listening to others. In week 14, we were finishing the paper. We had to check APA format, fix language styles, and get ready for the presentation. Sometimes we didn't agree on small ideas, like how to write in quotation. But we stayed calm and made a sharing checklist. That showed me how to speak up and solve problems without stress. Assessment 1 was about picking a topic and writing short parts of old studies. At first, we had different ideas. Some wanted theory and others want real examples. We listened good and bad points, and I said I like real examples. This helped us to pick a topic we all like it. We also played the word I said I'm good at new studies, so a friend took an old one. Assessment 2 was writing the whole paper and giving feedback to each other. When I told my friends how to make their parts better, I tried to be nice, like, this is good, but adding one more fact could help. Then they would tell me that things to fix. I asked questions to understand even when they didn't agree. We worked it out. Thank you for listening.